Hello! So, as I said in my last video, where I'm wearing the exact same thing and sitting in the exact same spot, I'm going to be reading from a Doctor Who novel. It's quite small, so it should be easy to get through. It's called Doctor Who, Death to the Daleks by Terrance. As I said, I'm not going to be doing any sort of British accents. I will be attempting to do my Dalek accent and getting that better. Or Dalek voice, I guess. Dalek's not really an accent. They have different intonations. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't read it before. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, to read a book for the first time, kind of with the viewer. You guys. Yeah, so it's, yeah, I'm going to start with the prologue, so this video will just be the prologue. Prologue. He was a dead man running. He ran blindly, desperately through the swirling green fog, deep, sobbing breaths rasping into his tortured lungs. He knew there was little hope. Somehow, he had been separated from the others in the ambush, and now his enemies were hunting him. Without checking his run, he glanced back over his shoulder. Shadowy figures were flitting through the dunes behind him. His foot slipped on a loose rock and he pitched forward onto his face. He rolled over, scrambled to his feet, and ran on, snatching another quick look behind him. This time he saw nothing, but he knew they were all around him, herding him across the dunes like a hunted beast. As he ran, confused memories flashed through his mind. Selection for this all-important mission, farewells to family and friends on Earth, the landing on this isolated hell planet, and then disaster. A superbly equipped expedition from one of the most advanced cultures in the galaxy, suddenly and utterly helpless. He reached a small, stagnant pool, stopped to get his bearings, and a black-cloaked, hooded figure rose up before him like a ghost. He turned aside, and another appeared, barring his path. He swung around. More silent figures had appeared behind him. He snatched the blaster from his belt and glared defiantly around him. The weapon was useless on this planet, but if one of them came close enough, he could use it as a club. There was a sudden blur of movement from one of the silent figures, and he felt a blow over the heart. It felt no worse than a heavy punch, but when he looked down, there was an arrow jutting from his chest. Damn. But when he looked down, there was an arrow jutting from his chest. More arrows thudded into his body, and he staggered back, falling with a splash into the little pool. As its darkness swallowed him, his last bitter thought was that he had failed. His entire mission had failed, and because of that failure, unto millions would die a hideous death. Yes. Sorry, that was my brother on the phone. We got talking. I guess no time has passed for you guys. Whatever. So the prologue is done. That was the prologue. The next chapter is, let me find here. Chapter 1 is Death of a TARDIS. So, that'll be the next video. I'm gonna link to that. Don't worry. You will be informed. Yeah. So, until next time.